Yeah.
The one advantage for Team KOE, even though they might be a little more tired, is they just played, and they played well, so they have a feel for the ice and whatnot. The obvious disadvantage is they could be a hair tired. But they better not be, because if they win this one, they've got another one tonight. So
I don't.
Johnny, from wait.
Hard.
Okay.
decent result by John there. Their yellow one just hung on. Team Kim will lie too. KOE starting with the hammer here. A lot of the teams might draw around that center. They're going to play out to the wing here.
I mean, you can make it both ways. You can make it over top and it'll go over top of our yellow. Yeah, for sure.
As always, feel free to put your comments in the live chat. Any questions you have, if they're relevant, and I will do my best to answer them. You'll also get some good feedback from our viewers. Please try to keep the comments positive. Thanksgiving, let's throw some good vibes out in the world.
Nothing wrong with this.
That goes right into that.
Yeah, totally. Well, we can't do that. Well, he just draws around it. Jamming it's
or run the
He
red.
just draws the top of the forefoot.
Half the time you catch this anyway. What, this?
Natural shot here would be to peel the two guards.
Yeah, this
the yellow onto the red. The problem with that is the red will go directly onto the center guard. And that center guard, even though Kevin has the hammer, is his friend right now because it's his stone. If that were to be a red rock, that would not be good. Then Team Korea could go around it. And Kevin's run back would be much more difficult.
Okay, wait's close.
Pretty messy first end.
You just want to bite the four, top eight.
Yeah, can't.
Just for weight.
No, can't. It's not
How heavy?
Back eight. Yeah. Tough one, John. Thought he was close there when he threw it.
We have Kevin's dad on the live stream. One of the busier fathers in the game. He's got to follow Jamie. Carrie, congratulations to her. She's playing in Oakville this weekend. She qualified through the A side, so she's getting more rest than we are.
I'll get a time on this.
Mistake there by John, sliding deep.
Well, I think it goes
good opportunity here for Team Kim to draw around the center, but as I mentioned, we might not hate that. Seeing that he can play the run back on his own.
Those always go more sideways than you think. No, I know. Yeah, I was thinking maybe top side, you can get it going this way a bit. 100%. Yeah.
The first rock here for third, Changmin Kim. Slid a hair deep for sure. Behind the tee. Team Kim now lies 3.
Well, I can see about half. I don't think I have to throw it hard, though, do I? I can throw like normal weight and just roll into it.
I don't know. What do you like?
I was kind of seeing like normal.
Like, they're just about even. You got to get to lots of this. You got to
Yeah, I
get
can
to at least half.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got half a rock, so maybe normal weight.
Looking at playing the double here. BJ says he can see half. He has to hit half, so they're going to have to scrape past this guard fairly close.
A little less.
First rock for him in this Seaside semifinal.
Whoa, yes,
Whoa.
hard,
Whoa.
hard. Whoa.
Whoa.
Very good shot. Helps clean up a bit of the mess. Team Kim still lies 1. Is going to stay on the offense here. Try to draw around this center guard, I believe. When we left our last stream, Botcher was about to start or halfway through the 8th end. He was tied without the hammer, and they put up a steal of 3 versus Weep to advance. So a disastrous 8th end played by Team Weep. Opportunity to knock out the defending Canadian champions. Outturn draw here for Chang Min. I believe in Korea quite often the last name is said first, but in this case there's 3 Kims on the team, so I'm going to just use first names if possible, and I hope I am pronouncing them somewhere close to what they are. I tried to track down a couple of people I know but was unable to in limited time.
Half to thick half.
Outturn slash here for BJ. This will accomplish 2 things if he can make it. It'll clear the center guard off, and he'd love to slash it into that red. That second shot.
Whoa, 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 Ben.
Whoa.
What a shot. Great shot. Korea went from, our Team Kim went from being in control of this end to now that shot by BJ really helps his team out. They could be looking at a multiple score here now.
The only problem is he can freeze the back, but then that's dicey. That's dicey because they're coming off that. Yeah.
Looks like Cooey's lying second shot for sure, maybe third.
Keeping that there is the best shot. I think our shooter staying right there.
Rather than rolling this way.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way to make the doubles. You'd have to roll it into the open.
Right, and then
Kim's indicating he wants this rock in the top 4 foot. That's a mistake in my opinion. If he leaves any of that hanging out, Kevin will be able to make a play on that. Roll towards the center. I think you want to throw this right to the back rock. Frozen.
Yeah, it looks like they're sliding. Kind of like last game, and then I'm getting
Unless you can get this just lost underneath the guards.
Couple scrubs make a good difference, especially in a spot that's not going crazy.
Quick curling. You just whatever to nut that. This is inconsequential. So
Got that buried in there. Nice. Perfect draw weight. It's exactly what he called.
looks like a third of a rock.
I still think he would have been way better off throwing that to the back.
well, I might as well throw it hard then. I got more than enough.
There is a double there for Kevin.
Order.
with his out turn, one of his favorite shots.
Do you want this 7? I wasn't sure.
This
how
could
you
turn out
do
to
the
be a
draws.
major strategical mistake by Team Kim if Kevin makes this. Either way, it's a mistake. It's just a matter of whether Kevin can capitalize on it or not.
Oh, I thought I had a bit more of this.
What kind of weight are you throwing?
I thought I had a little more of it. I'm thinking like normal.
Yeah, I like that.
So it's not still, it's not
They've
doing
changed the weight call from what was
No, I
going to
think
be
normal,
probably
your ice
close
you
to
had is
peel,
probably pretty close.
dialing it
That looks
down
like
to normal.
max
Kevin
to me.
can't quite see as much of the rock as he thought.
Let's go, Kev.
Normal weight's good here. The guys can manipulate the rock a little bit better with their brooms that way. Huge shot in the first. Opportunity here for Kevin Cooey.
Hard. Oh, I think you're really close. Oh. Okay, good shot.
There's a double for Kevin. Would have liked to stick it. Lost the shooter.
Good throw.
anywhere. Shoot, not the nuts stick that in.
And now SooHyuk Kim will be called upon to make a freeze here, try to save the end for his team.
Yeah. Oh, when you start sweeping and I'm looking at the line, I'm like, there's no way we need to sweep this.
Or I would have loved Kevin to say, whoa.
No messing around. He gets in the hack and fires away. I like to see that.
I just think if he freezes those back ones, I don't think we have anything for 2 if he freezes those.
It's all up to the sweepers here to put this rock in the right spot.
You think that top one shot? Okay.
All we have is off our own.
Hard to tell from here.
Either
Looks
one, probably.
pretty good, but Kevin's willing to take this risk. He could easily draw for 1 here. Instead, he's going to try to do what Kevin does. In off.
Come and tap him for 2, right?
In off from the wing
I
here.
don't think so.
Out turn.
Third rock.
Probably a little less than half a rock, third of a rock. Redirect onto the red rock that was just thrown and pick up 2 or 3 points. Huge opportunity. Final shot of the first end.
Fire!
Roll it. Okay, back up.
And I think he hit it just a hair too thick. He was able to pick up the single, and at the end of 1, it's Team Cooey leading Team Kim 1-0. We'll be back for the second end after this commercial break.
Yeah, I like that.
This end is brought to you by Caltech, the title sponsor of Team Cooey. Get a new logo this year and a rebrand. Business that started in 1990 with 2 people has now grown to over 140 across the country. Guys would like to thank Caltech for being a part of their team and help financing their dreams. Got a question from Jeanette on the playoffs. Quarterfinals, 9 a.m.
Shut up.
Semifinals, 1 p.m. The final at 5 p.m. All local time. I cannot guarantee, though, that Team KOE will be there.
Top 8.
They need to win this one and then another one tonight
Top 8, top
to
4.
survive till tomorrow.
Yeah. It's really close. It's never heavy. Yeah, you can go a little. I think we got to go a bit.
Hard, Dan. Hard. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa.
It's just top 12.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Shot, Benny.
Nice draw by Ben. Good start to the end. This is different here. Team KOE would draw around their own corner here. Team Kim's going to play towards the middle with the in-turn draw. More and more teams seem to be going to the wing here. The traditional call was exactly what this is. Lead for Team Young, Hack Young Kim. It's got some nice rotation on that stone, but it's still curling a ton. Nice freeze. I think they were trying to play around that rock, but that'll do. That's a good spot.
She got it. Think you can make this?
Yep. Or the out turn.
Kevin's going to have John draw around everything, out turn draw. Like to stop it on the tee line or in front of the tee line if possible. Much easier shot on arena ice where you get that late finish.
Back 4.
Hard.
Back 4, back 8.
Line only. Line only.
Whoa.
It's really heavy.
Stay with it.
Still really heavy. A little chap's probably not the worst. Yeah, good shot, John. Well, I was kind of with you.
Just a hair deep.
Yeah, good
Fresh
throw.
path. Bit of a guess on the weight.
The stones are sliding good.
They could follow John down. I do like his first call, though. Play the run back on the center one. Try to open things up. And even clip your red on the way by, which would go directly onto the yellow. Very aggressive call here, though, if he goes with this in-turn draw. Yeah, I do like this a lot better for Team Kim. Indicating you like to stay with the shooter for a corner guard as well, so I don't think he'll be just whipping this down there. Probably just a normal or firm normal weight. Hair wide. Yeah, they missed the back, lost the shooter.
Like guarding it? Even if you show him a piece on this side, it's okay. There's a bit of space.
John's going to put the guard back.
Whoa.
Maybe just past half.
Whoa, whoa.
Little past halfway. Clean it. Little past
It's a
halfway.
path the guys are more familiar with. They throw draw closest to the button pre-game to determine the hammer. This rock's more in that path. Good touch by John. I think Jake will try to play the run back again. Would like to clip his red one in the rings if he could.
Gunstone.
This is very close. Really nice shot there. Cleared off the front. Was able to save his own red, although it just popped out from behind the corner guard. But a nice result there. Definitely better than it was.
You said board, Kev?
Yeah.
Okay.
A board weight hit for BJ. Like to roll about a half a rock to a rock underneath the guard. Not easy though.
Clean. Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa. Clean.
Whoa.
Clean it. Yep. Yep. Hard, right to it. Whoa.
Just like that. Good shot. So a few options here for Team Kim. They could draw around the center for shot rock. They could freeze to the rock that BJ just threw. Although that's more difficult. I think they're going to play a little bit of weight at that. Just a little chap and lie off the yellow in behind the center guard would be the call. Changmin Kim throwing third stones for Team Kim.
The Jaconator. Of course. That's all you can ask for. He'd love to
Top
either
four.
underbury with
That did not work out
straight buried. I don't know. So
as they had hoped. We've seen that all weekend. That runs very, very straight there. Maybe a little too much weight as well.
Wait only. Wait only.
okay, you got
The
room.
score is
Room if
1-0
it's heavy.
Maxine,
Lots of
as
room.
you can see on the scoreboard. Old school scoreboard. Team Kui leading 1-0.
Stop no matter what.
Kim with the hammer. Kui drawing into lie 4. Other games, Hardy stole 1 in the first. Knapp scored 1 with the hammer against Matsumira, and Botcher blanked the first and has the hammer in the second.
Sorry, Kev.
Need this to stop.
It's probably as good a speed as we've seen in a while.
Just about, I don't know, 3 feet too deep. They're going to play the in-turn hit here. It's a riskier play than the draw for sure. If you ever roll over the top, Kevin can lock another one in there. And your chances of scoring this end are extremely slim.
Freeze it.
Trying to carve it over.
Well, I think you just tap it.
Really nice shot.
Create a little bit.
Well managed by the line caller and the sweepers.
Okay. I mean, even if I get to nose and just move it, right? Think there, then? If you can, keep it a shade high.
Kevin will just try to freeze to the high side here, create a bit of an angle. Can't afford to be heavy.
So the speeds here is probably as good as anything has ever been. Like I would say it's a couple feet, yeah, a couple feet faster than draw the button. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, a couple feet faster. I like that weight. I think you're bumping with that. Hard line. It's bumping.
Really had to sweep that for line.
Good sweep.
Weight was good. Over curl the hair.
Good sweep, Ben.
Very small scoring area now for Team Kim, though.
I know, I didn't want to overthrow it and it run, but.
Pillar to post it in like that. So you could, if you're, but you don't want to throw much more than that.
Well, they were.
Throw it heavy.
He's just tight there. Not so much light as he is tight.
They're going to play the
Little bit.
angle freeze again. Cannot afford to be heavy. They're in a
Not
position
bad.
now to score a point, get on the board.
If he freezes it really good, we might be able to guard. If he overcurls it all, might be able to play the in off.
Should start curling hard here.
We play a soft pick shot at this? At the red? Oh yeah. I like that.
So if anything, that over curled, Kevin might have access to shot rock here. The ability to maybe pick it out. Other option is a guard.
No, I know, but is this staying right there or does it matter? It doesn't matter.
Well, that's the only way you can hit ours is if we throw less weight. The only way you can hit ours is if you throw less weight. Yeah, I was thinking some weight. I was thinking normal originally.
Like firm control, give me edge of button. Yeah.
Here you go. He's going to throw firm control, so basically normal weights.
Looks like control.
Try to just squeeze this red one out. Sliver it sideways.
Oh.
Easy normal.
A mistake there by
Really close.
SooHyuk Kim. Over curling, allowing Kevin access to this shot.
Whoa.
Clean. Hard, hard.
Whoa.
Hard, 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 hard.
Hard!
Hard, Benny, hard, Benny,
Hard!
Just about lost that. Ends up perfect. Great shot by the skipper. Out-turn pick. Now a lot of pressure on Team Kim.
faster.
eh? With that weight.
A bit too much of that line for my liking there.
Wow. I just didn't want to buffoon it. I think if we hammer that pillar and post, we may have flat.
Team Cooey lies
Oh, yeah.
2.
We haven't underswept.
I think you have to play the outturn draw here to score. I'm not sure what else they're looking at. I mean, you could play the run back, but good luck with that.
We're fourth at least. So it's a run double for 2 at best.
At this stage of the game, I think you have to draw, tie the score. If you're to miss the run back, there is a run double for 2, but if you miss it, you're down 3-0. I think that's a very unnecessary risk, even if you were to make the shot, which would be great. I just don't think the risk matches the reward. You got to weigh in some probability here. But I'm not there, nor am I coaching them. They're going to take on this run back, it looks like. Now he's switching. And common sense prevails. They're going to play the outturn draw now. No easy shot. Needs full 4-foot plus, maybe even a piece of the button to score. Final rock of the second end for Team Kim, trailing Team Cooey. 1-0. Weight looks close. And a great shot. Very nice draw. Good decision there. So at the end of 2, we have a tie game. Team Kim 1, Team Cooey 1. We will be back on KOETUBE from Swift Current after this commercial. We're back for third end action on KOETUBE. The IG Wealth Management Western Showdown C semifinal action. Cooey and Kim tied at 1. Cooey with the hammer here in the third end. Great draw there by Team Kim. Tie up the score.
All right, just past halfway.
Going to see Benny throw his corner guard. Korea will then draw around the center, and Ben will draw around his corner, and then we'll go from there. Botcher's on the board, leading Team Jacobson 1-0, playing the third.
A little bit, John.
Knapp still leads Matsumoto 1-0. Dunstone with the hammer, trailing 1-0, playing the second against Team Hardy. So nice corner by Ben. Hak-Young Kim playing the out-turn draw around his own center guard here. Not sure who the coach for Team Kim is. I know Peter Gallant, Brett's dad, coaches the women's Team Kim. They're in Oakville this weekend. And I know Bob Ursel used to coach the men's team. I want to give my condolences to Bob, his father Jim, great player, 1977 Brier champion, recently passed away. Represented Manitoba and Quebec at the Brier, winning Quebec's only Brier championship up to that point in time. John Michel Menard won in, I believe, 2006 for Quebec as well. Jim was a great curler, as is Bob. Nice shot there by Benny. Going to go wide here with the in-turn draw. Try to bring this right into the 4-foot. Kim calling a game similar to Meacham, very aggressive. Probably the best way to go at Team KOE. This is coming in from left field, just going sideways.
That would have been top 12.
I mean, his weight was a hair light for sure, but that really, really got away from him.
Yeah,
probably got into a fresh path there. Just caught some fresh pebble and took off.
Try and hit this guy first. Firm.
John's got a chance here to clear off 2 reds. More importantly, stick a shooter right there. Be a nice control spot for his yellow rock to finish. He's got to hit the rock closest to the center line first.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, really good. More, yeah. Nice.
Good shot. Clears the front, kept his shooter around. SooHyuk's going to have Jake play the short little run back here. Slightly more difficult because it's yellow on yellow. Kill the 2 yellows, roll towards the center line with his redstone. A hard game for Team Kim to play. As I said, they've had 2 chances to make it to the playoffs. They lost to Tardy and they lost the Flash. And then you get to come out and maybe go KOE Botcher in order to try to get in there now.
Yeah.
Not a great position. They got off to a hot start. Defeated Meacham and Dunstone to start the event. Flash that one just over the top. Bit of a mistake. Kevin's going to draw the open side here. This is the one time when you draw, you can afford to be behind the tee line on this one. You actually don't want to be top 8. That would allow for a hit and roll behind that center. So John will want this to be at least tee line weight.
It's okay.
Even as a brusher, you're not used to dragging these behind. You usually judge weight to leave it in the front of the rings. Definitely want this a rock or 2 behind the tee. And that's a perfect spot.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a glider. Yeah, 100%.
So you hear BJ saying he thinks that rock's a bit of a glider. That means he thinks it's faster than the other stone. Normally that would mean it's a straighter rock as well, so that's something they'll have to watch. Gonna see an attempt at a circus shot here. Run the yellow onto the yellow. Might redirect right on the shot that BJ threw would be the call. I mean, that was super close to being made. Pretty unlucky, to tell you the truth, as the yellow hangs around. Right now, they're pretty happy to have that red center guard. That may be their way out of this end. Kevin's going to have BJ draw with the outturn around the corner guard.
And line's good.
Love to get a piece of the 8-foot here. That way, if they hit these other two yellows out in the wing,
Switch if you have to.
the shot that BJ's throwing will still be shot rock.
You got to bury this or he's coming off it.
Hard, Ben.
Keep going, keep going.
It's important to bury it, but you also can't bring it behind the tee and give him the freeze. That's a way out of this end for him. That really finished at the end hard. Nice touch by BJ. But it slid far enough that SooHyuk feels comfortable throwing the freeze. That's his initial indication anyway.
Might just be better, maybe better sweeping ice right now. Like you want him doing that. I think you want him doing that.
Going to come down and take a look at the situation here. It's not a good one if you're red.
Over here, and then we might be able to draw around it again if we choose. Or we can draw the side of the 8-foot too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you want to play this? It's fucking crazy. So this is fucking crazy.
Can't repeat exactly what BJ said. Let's just say he doesn't agree with this call. They're going red straight back onto the yellow that BJ just threw. Redirect over to those two rocks that are on the right of our screen here. Super high risk shot.
He's closed that hole off. Do we peel
And it
that
just
card?
gets messier and messier for Team Kim.
The red?
BJ's doing some great commentary here.
That's about right.
Not only did they miss the back one, but their shooter rolled over far enough. They've actually closed that port fairly tight. A rock will get through there, but it's much more difficult to navigate that port than what it was.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that. We were just talking about possibly hitting this tight one. Either.
I like this call here that BJ is coming down to make.
Or trying to roll it this way.
Seems unorthodox, but the only rock that can hurt Team KOE right now is this red center guard. That's it.
Right now, there's a hole here at least. Right? You can close this hole off.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. Well, I mean, he makes the roll. We got the run. But
well, he makes the roll. It's hard not to have a chase through this hole, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you put it here, that's a really good spot for it, right? Super usable.
It doesn't have to be buried.
I don't think you want it to be buried.
No.
Maybe just an inch at most.
Like, there's a hole here, isn't there?
There is. Yeah.
Like if he ever makes this.
Yeah. No, you're right. Okay, let's draw edge on edge. Try edge on edge or just bury just a piece.
So they're going back to Kevin's original call.
Just a piece.
They don't want to bury this stone.
I don't think so.
They want to put this rock in a spot where they can use it themselves in case Team Kim gets a buried stone. They'd be able to use this rock for a short little run back.
I don't think I can throw any less.
Maybe an inch of it buried would be the most that you'd ever want. In a perfect world, it would be edge on edge. So there's no roll for Kim to make. Kim would probably be forced to play the intern hit out wide.
Line's good, guys. Might over curl.
Still, the trouble stone for Cooey is
John,
this red
you can,
rock just off the center line. This is way out there for line. Needs to finish.
No, no. Good shot. Stop.
Like that line is 1,000% perfect. Probably slid a rock and a half deeper than they wanted, but it's in a very good spot for Cooey.
If he freezes it, we're 1 and 2.
Like I said, they're going to have to play the intern hit and roll here.
Yep.
Kevin was banking on the fact that unless they make this roll like absolutely perfect, he'll be able to play through the hole and get at this shooter. If they do make it absolutely perfect, I think Kevin will take on the run back, red onto red. Can't be throwing a whole bunch of weight here based on how much broom they're taking. Their rocks seem to curl a lot more than Team Cooey's, though. Could just throw it quite a bit softer. They wouldn't play on arena ice nearly as much as what Cooey's team does.
Johnny.
This is really curling, like I said.
Whoa.
And that's the beauty of BJ's shot. That's a great hit and roll made by SooHyuk Kim, but now BJ's rock is wide open, so Kevin has a short little run back here, where if they would have buried any of BJ's, this shot would not be accessible.
Well, it's whatever he wants to throw.
Yeah, I like just hack. I think we can control it, right? Hack weight. Something like there.
Yeah, that I don't like.
I think that's max.
No, I just don't. I don't think that's really an option.
I like some of
That
the
looks like
you
hack
can hold if you have to.
So Kevin likes hack weight here. He's going to try to nose yellow onto red. They'd lie 4.
What's this look like from here?
Is that for hack?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're close there.
I think that's the weight. We can control it a bit, don't you?
Yeah, I like that weight.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, right there I think is perfect. Yeah, 100%.
Probably like, yeah.
Again, huge opportunity here for Kevin. If he can execute this shot, they lie 4. Team Kim has 1 shot to get out of it, and that is it.
Heavy hack.
Whoa. Yep. Yes, Ben. Hard. Whoa.
Perfectly executed.
Shot, Kev.
Great shot by Kevin. Good weight control. And now Team Kim is in a world of hurt.
Thinking of looking at the line.
One thing I would like to see if John Dunn is listening, coach of Team Cooey, they really have to sort out their line calls. Can't just yell out hard. You have to yell out either the sweeper's name that you want to sweep, or you can yell out straight or curl. But there was quite a bit of confusion on that one. It's not the only one I've seen this weekend where they just yell hard. And in today's game, you don't know which one of them they want to sweep. And if a guy ends up carving it and you wanted it held straight, it can actually ruin your shot.
I sweep it the whole way right out of his hand. He flashes the rock.
Yeah.
So
That barely hits it, probably.
Huh?
Yeah, just barely hits it.
So
He chips it.
start to curl. It's too late.
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of gotta get him just before them come in.
Not a lot of great options here for Team Kim.
He can't get there.
I'm not even sure what they're looking at. Maybe the cross the face, paper the red, make the double.
Wow.
I'm not feeling that.
Maybe. I mean, you could probably make it and be shot over that one. I don't know.
So you can always
Maybe I'll make
pick
it
it for
triple here.
2. That's the angle shooting.
Love to hear why.
can sweep the guard, there is a potential triple, but this has a lot of curling to do that. Yeah, I didn't like that call at all. I mean, he was in a real bad spot. It was a very well played end by Team Kui. Key shot by BJ there with that draw, not burying any part of it, allowing Kevin to use his rock for the short little run back. Now an opportunity to put 4 points on the board for Team Kui. Probably the first time all weekend they've had an opportunity to take control of the game this early. For the loyal KOETUBE fans that have watched every game, most of them have been a struggle. Couple last rock wins, couple extra end losses. It'd be refreshing to see them get out to this big lead if you're a fan of the team. Head down for the boys here.
Keep going, we got it. I got it.
And there it is. Big 4-ender in the third end. Team Kui takes a 5-1 lead over Team Kim. We will be back at the IG Wealth Management Western Showdown on KOETUBE after this commercial break.
It took us lots of hard work. It took us lots of determination. We're in the gym a lot. We're even in our off season we're working real hard, and we're on the ice throwing tons of stones. Kind of like when you guys are harvesting. That's hard work, isn't it?
Okay, well.
Any more questions about Denton?
You guys get paid for picking rocks? We do.
If we pick the right ones, we get paid.
Yeah.
Do you use a hammer to put in your fence posts?
When do we use a hammer, Koo?
So the hammer is when you have last rock in an end. So you like to use it to put the peg in the other team. Really, kind of kill them.
Time to score points. You want to score lots of points.
Lots of points with the hammer. Finish off the opponent.
Throw the hammer down.
That's right. Bury them.
Do you guys chop the ice for the water hole?
When Ben gets upset every once in a while, he chops the ice.
Yeah.
Kevin misses shots and makes me mad. Sometimes I chop the ice and I poke holes in it. And then I have to pay the ice makers money because I get fined. That's the only time I've really chopped ice.
We're back live on KOETUBE from Swift Current. Team Kui opening up a 4-point lead over Team Kim in this do-or-die game. Seaside semifinal action. They win, they'll play at 8 p.m. tonight, hoping to work their way into the playoffs. This end is sponsored by UFA. Kim and Darla have been with Team Kui for all 8 years that Kevin and Ben have played together. The company was formed in 1909. They're one of Canada's largest and most dynamic co-ops.
Yeah, bite the 8 foot. Yeah.
Like that shot by Ben to start the end. Sometimes you score a big end like that. You get a little lazy in your first rock the next end. You hang up a guard. Perfectly placed stone by Ben in the top 4. You'll want this one to slide into the rings as well. You don't need any guards when you're up 4 points. Jacobson scored 2 in the third. They lead Botcher 2-1. Matsumura with a huge 4-ender leads Knapp out of Regina 4-1. And Hardy and Dunstone continue to trade singles. It's 2-1 for Hardy after 3. Dunstone with the hammer in 4.
All good. think just straight tight guard. Tight guard on the top one.
2 perfect guards there from Hakyung Kim.
Yeah.
Right in alignment, good separation. Be very hard for John to make a double peel on, that's for sure.
I liked it. 2/3.
Obviously, he's not allowed to with his first rock due to the 5 rock rule. He's going to throw a tight guard here.
Whoa. Whoa.
Weight's all there.
Whoa.
Real tight.
Still 2/3.
Real tight.
No,
Real tight. Almost in.
never.
Almost in.
Stop for everything.
Shot, John. Really good.
Perfect stone there.
Shot, John.
I think a good call here, especially when you're down 4. Instead of the run back where you can risk losing your shooter, maybe throw an intern at the rock that John just threw. Try to hit about 1/3 of a rock with hack. That way you remove the center guard, but your shooter will roll into the rings and actually in behind cover. It's a more difficult shot, but when you're down 4, you got to maybe take that on. Jake John with the run back here. Stuffs it a bit. So that shot doesn't accomplish a ton for Team Kim. Moves the stones around a bit. I think the other play was the play.
I don't know.
Kevin could plug the hole here. He could draw around the works with the outturn.
Like.
Peel one of the
I
guards.
don't love the peel. I mean, that. Unless you can like get to this one.
Yeah, I'm kind of on board with that too. That peeling the high one, I don't know.
That doesn't do much.
I agree. If you're going to play a peel,
maybe like that the best.
you got to play the back one. That's the more dangerous of the 2 guards.
Throw hacker board.
If John can get to that, that'll leave just that very high guard, which is not nearly as useful.
Okay, hack weight, Johnny.
So we got a hack weight peel here. For those of you who are old enough, this used to be Ed Wernick's specialty. He never really threw anything too much past the boards.
Heavy hack.
Yep. Whoa.
We've seen these run straight for the entire event. Might have to carve this one, get it to curl. Nice touch by John. Rolls the shooter onto the rings. That's the type of shot I would have liked to see Team Kim play on their last. Just that kind of weight.
Real nice.
That was a really nice shot by John. Kim now, opportunity to hit and roll behind their long guard. But even if they do, I think that guard's long enough that BJ will be able to chase it no matter where they roll here.
Running it back. No, he's drawing. I don't know what he's doing. Sure what he's doing.
First, it looked like he was going to play the run back. He's actually drawing around the guard. It's the same ice.
He's drawing, I guess. Oh, yeah. Yeah, just to the hack, I think.
Perfect draw there. Right to the tee line, buried. I think there's enough room for BJ to chase it, though. Going to throw sort of back line, heavy back line here. Chip the red out, roll towards the center line. The shot where you really need to use your sweepers.
Whoa. John! John! John!
John was fairly delayed in getting on that one. That was a good throw by BJ. He deserved a better result than that. That was mismanaged. Shooter rolled to a good spot for a guard, but he did bump another red one into the rings.
Just panicked a bit on that. Probably could just be a bit more patient.
KOE definitely shot rock close for who his second shot.
Oh, yeah.
This game's now starting to slow down as well. I would love to see time clocks at these events. They're going to play the intern hit and roll. Getting a bit dangerous for KOE. They make this, they'll have 3 reds in the rings. Still pretty hard to get it. Kevin's rocking the 8-foot, though, that's on the center line. Not sure we can blame John to the last rock. He wasn't calling the line. That's a big mistake there. Cannot roll out. Absolutely had to stay there.
Well, if you can play the hit and roll and not kill that yellow, then that's for sure.
Nose isn't very good.
Want to hit this one? Yeah, sure.
What way you think?
I mean, it makes sense
board.
to hit what is shot rock or second shot rock, but there's no good place for them to roll, so they're going to hit the other one potentially. Board weight. BJ has a very good feel for this spot. Just threw it. He's going to throw a little more weight on this one than he did on his last.
Clean.
Clean it.
Love to roll in for shot rock if possible.
Clean. Whoa, Benny.
Hard bend.
Ben, hard.
Hard bend.
Hard. Okay.
Hit that a hair too thin.
Ah, shoot.
Rolled too far. Be interesting to see who shot rock is here.
Oh, wait, it was okay?
I thought he was a little wide, but I wasn't saying perfect yet. I didn't think he was up that. A bit early in the season. Yeah. I don't know.
Slipped what? I don't know. Chipping the top and I'm trying to, I don't know. Yeah, sometimes it's, sometimes it Colbert shots.
I don't know what he's doing. No, this is in for him. He's trying to just tap and stay on the.
And that did not work out at all. So they've really squandered an opportunity here. At one point, they were hitting to have 3 rocks. Kui's 1 in the rings. Now Kevin has a hit to live 4.
Maybe half a rock. But I don't know if you want to roll it if you're behind the tee line. Yeah. And if he makes a good draw, then you'll come off of it if you need to. Yeah, whatever he wants to throw.
Yeah.
Because even if you...
I was thinking maybe just getting rid of it.
Yeah. And even if you jam it, though, you're still 1 and 2.
Okay, I guess if I go here and he goes here, I've always got that. Normal. Actually, yeah, I like normal. Try to roll, I guess. Thinking of getting rid of it. He goes back 4.
Gonna wait and play? I like it.
They don't have to worry about sticking around here. They don't want to roll like just behind the tee line. They prefer to roll out versus that for sure.
Hard. Go. Hard. Yeah, really good.
Yeah, that's a good spot. Stayed in front of the tee. Kevin is on his game tonight for sure. Although he's had quite a bit of help from Team Kim so far.
Yeah, I guess if he's perfect, we guard it.
SooHyuk's going to try to freeze to Kevin's stone. Don't know that he can get shot rock, though.
No, hey, fuck it.
Back there, I don't really see any chance that he can get shot rock.
Bring on fucking anybody right now. We're playing good. Kev's in a good mood.
Just a hair tight. Weight was perfect there. That'll spill out into the open.
Yeah, you want to roll it kind of just Christmas.
Kevin he wants to be fairly precise where he rolls this. This could basically end the game.
Yeah, as long as we get under. Right?
He rolls to the right spot, preventing Kim from scoring. You guys could maybe go finish your Thanksgiving dinners, or maybe wolf down some pumpkin pie to get ready for tonight's game.
I mean, nose is probably pretty good too.
I mean, if I ever dead nose that he's got to come through the hole, doesn't he? With firm, and if I'm a shade low, you roll it. Yeah. Okay.
I think the play is to nose it or roll about a full rock, just barely Christmas tree it.
Okay.
Roll across the face of the rock on the button. You don't want to be high of it. Final shot here for Skip Kevin Koe in the 4th end, currently leading 5-1.
Yeah, really good. That's automatic steal.
And that is perfect. You heard BJ say automatic steal.
I'd say that's perfect.
I agree. I just don't see that there's a way in here for Team Kim.
I think that's a stolen point at least, right?
Ooh, knock on wood, man. Knock on wood.
Don't you think?
Hey, what are you looking at?
Where do you,
knock on wood.
I'm not knocking on anything. Where do you?
What if he goes twinkle twinkle?
Well, I don't think he's got enough room past the guard to do that.
Angle twinkle
And throw enough weight.
The guard was over his shade. They could play the wiggle. Shooter squeezes through onto the one on the button, but I think the guard is just in the way enough to prevent that from happening. Only way to score might be to get a can of red spray paints and start going to work on these yellow handles. Looks like with the ice he's taking, they're going to take it on. They'll try to just whistle through this hole.
Oh, line looks good too.
It's got a curl. Still has to curl. Did not curl. I believe it is a steal of one at least. We'll find out for sure when we come back from this commercial break on KOETUBE. We are live from Swift Current for the IG Wealth Management Western Show.
Got a couple Canadian Angus tomahawks we're grilling up tonight.
Pretty much salt and pepper mix. So we're gonna healthily season this.
Nothing crazy, no sauce.
30 minutes, we'll give this 30 minutes to kind of penetrate that meat for it to absorb it.
Now the trick to these is to cook them really hot and flip them regularly. So we're gonna get them on here to start. We got her at about 600 degrees right now. Can a good looking, hard working chef get a beer around here?
There we go, Skipper.
Thank you, sir. Gonna take them off, let them sit for a few minutes. Then we'll be ready to go.
Final step, and maybe the best step, enjoying wonderful a meal with great friends. Cheers, fellas.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers, guys. Cheers, Benny boy. Shoot it.
Oh, almost $1 million.
We are back live from Swift Currents. Team KOE laying a bit of a beat down on Team Kim so far.
He wasn't close.
Well, he was trying to score.
Stole one in the fourth, take a 5-point lead.
So? I don't think there was a shot there.
I agree with BJ. I don't think there was a shot for Team Kim to score there. This end is brought to you by Canadian Angus Association, Canada's leading beef breeder. I've actually got a steak that I've defrosted just in case this game ends early enough and I'll have time to have dinner before tonight's draw. Just to remind everyone, if Team KOE does hold on to this lead, they would play at 8 p.m. tonight.
Mine's real good.
In a do-or-die game to make the playoffs.
What do you like here, Reed?
We'll update you on the scores. The key game that affects Team KOE is Botcher. He just scored 2 in the fourth to take a 3-2 lead over Jacobson. Matsamira leads Knapp 4-3 and has the hammer. Dunstone with the hammer in 4, trailing Hardy 2-1.
Yeah.
I still disagree, and I said this on an earlier live stream with the instructions from the boys on how to cook the steak there. I do not believe that you flip it multiple times. You should only flip a steak once, and it should not be lid down on the barbecue, or you steam the meat a little bit.
Probably have to go a bit.
You want that lid open. Feel free to throw your comments in the live
Could
chat.
curl a bit if anything.
Do agree with the wine choice, a Napa Cab Sav, big bold wine from Camus. I'll agree with that. Pretty tall order now for Team Kim, trailing KOE by 5. They have 4 ends left to play. They got up their 2 corner guards.
Looks like a thick half there, Johnny, on that double peel. Oh,
BJ is already mapping out the
underneath.
double peel for John.
Oh, for sure.
Going to see the in-turn draw. He really looks like he got that started. Out-turn draw. My bad. Well swept by the guys, dragging it down into the rings.
What are you saying? Board?
Didn't quite get it buried, though, so John will be able to make a play on that.
Clean. Just clean.
It's okay.
Clean.
A little more rotation than you probably normally have.
firm here. EJ. Gotta go. Gotta go to kill this.
Ooh, that was nice.
Saying, Border?
Didn't quite get it buried, though, so John will be able to make a play on that. Mistake there by Johnny Moe. Unable to kill Team Kim's rock. Bit of a careless throw there, maybe. Could be upset that I don't like how they cook steak. It's possible. So an opportunity to mount a bit of offense here for Team Kim. Jake Jones going to try to draw around the corner guard. Lots of weight on this one. I think it'll be okay, though. Although the skipper's up ready to sweep.
No, I don't think so. I mean, those are both brutal.
Couldn't quite drag it through the rings. So that's a very effective shot for Team Kim. They needed that buried and in the rings. Mission accomplished. BJ is going to go at this with board weight. Love to roll in far enough to outcount that back one.
No, I poked it a bit.
Well,
Whoa,
clean.
whoa.
Yep.
Hard.
Hard.
Ouch. You heard BJ say I poked that a bit. Might have just pointed that one inside a hair.
Came off too, eh?
Probably the sloppiest end we've seen from the team in a little while here. Although they still do lie two.
I said I ticked it to a good spot.
Pretty fortunate place for BJ to tick that stone.
I mean, I like the throw. I couldn't have thrown it any different.
I'm going to blame Edna for saying Team KOE is playing superb, and now they've missed 2 shots in a row. I'm only kidding, Edna. Uncharacteristic miss by BJ and John, though. Opportunity for a short run back here for the third on Team Kim, Changmin Kim. A very good shot. Got the rock they ran back, half buried in between or in behind that guard. And trouble is really starting to mount now for Team KOE. Their shot's dome, but they don't have a whole lot else going on for them this end so far.
Yeah, even get the second shot. I mean, this intern chase doesn't look too difficult, but think it's a shot.
You might bounce into this, but
Okay.
Gonna play the intern, try to roll the shooter into maybe their own yellow and bump it sideways.
control. Easy normal.
Although with that weight choice, maybe not. You can see how straight it runs when you up your weight. They're taking ice with the rock
Close.
broom right on the stone. Almost rolled far enough. Needed to roll about
make that double, or
3 more inches, 4 more inches. Double is accessible for Team Kim here. Might even be able to roll behind their short little center guard. Big end starting to pile up here. This is the key shot at the end, though. This has to be made.
well, I mean, you have this intern chase and roll behind this one is there.
Not sure what the delay is. It's a pretty straightforward call.
But I mean, that's still, if you jam, it's 4. So. For sure. I mean, that's great. I mean, it's not like.
And we'll call a local TV timeout for Team Kim here. They're going to come down and discuss this.
Well, yeah, I mean, it'd be hard not to play that intern chase then if he jams it and rolls. Then it's probably only ever 2.
Back down in the hack. Taking more ice, so obviously they've chosen to throw less weight. Great scrub there to hold that line. Did not quite kill the back, though, which is huge.
Borderline make that double almost.
I think going down, gearing down in the weight there cost them on that one. They did not have enough weight to execute the double.
I don't know what it does.
Over curl the hair. They
I
should
like more weight. Like, I can't get to nose, right? Like nose.
No, let him.
It looks like Team Kim lies too, though.
They're not gonna throw a bullet at him.
Oh, I don't like
hack
hack because I can get to nose. I think if I hear the guard.
I don't love the outturn, but that's me.
Don't really know what this does.
Yeah, I was telling Peter I thought things would double.
Well, it's just thin, but
yeah. Did you throw the outturn through the hole? I can hold it back off that tight guard.
How thin's the double? You just risk shaving him there. With the outturn. Turn doesn't matter. No, through the hole.
Just because
well, I don't hate it because I'm clueless. I like it. Out turn through the hole.
He's going to switch a shot. Kevin's going to throw his out turn through the reverse port. Try to make the thin double here. What a turnaround this would be if he makes this.
Whoa! Whoa!
Which he does. Surprise, surprise. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Koe.
Shot, Kev, that boy.
So it was looking like a pending disaster has now turned into a very nice situation for Team Koe. Bit of a mistake on Chang Young Kim's last one. Kevin makes a great double like he does, and now Koe's in control of this end again. Well, they line up their next shot. I can tell you, Botcher forced Jacobson to one in the fifth. That was crucial. Botcher will now have the hammer in 6, tied at 3. Matsumoto scored 2, now leads Knapp 6-3. Dunstone with a big deuce in the 4th end. Could have rephrased that actually. Takes a 3-2 lead over Team Hardy. Hardy with the hammer playing 5. Out-turn run back here. The SooHyuk Kim.
It's pretty close. Worst shot.
Nice run back. Unfortunately, did not stick it.
Probably easier than the double. Edge of rock with even a little inside.
Kevin's still going to play it. This is a shot dictated maybe a bit by the scoreboard. Kevin could also draw into lie too, but they don't want to take that kind of risk with a 5-point lead. He's going to try to hit and roll buried here.
Kind of wait, Kev.
Worst case scenario, you drop 2 and you're up 3 with the hammer. From what I understand, that's a good position to be in. I didn't spend a lot of time in that position in my career.
Hard, Benny, really hard.
Whoa! Whoa! Gotta roll it! Roll it! Hard!
Good, good, good.
Perfect.
Good sweep.
Making it look easy. Nice roll there by Kevin. They lie 2, and I just don't see any realistic shot for 2 here for Team Kim. Could run the center guard in, try to kill the 2 yellows that way. That's about 1 in, I'd say 400.
What, this? Yeah.
I'm going to draw for 1.
Bad luck on mine. I mean, it's pretty brutal. Never looking really poor until that happened. That's easily on the button.
And nice touch there.
Nice gesture.
Started off as a promising end. They end up with a single. And they are quitting. So your final score is Team Koe 6, Team Kim 2. Team Koe advances. to the C final tonight at 8 p.m. They'll await the winner of Botcher versus Jacobson. They're tied playing the 6th right now. Thank you for tuning in. Happy Thanksgiving. And we will be back at 8 p.m. local time tonight to see if the boys can make the playoffs.